On this channel we like to talk about TV, films and comics, and today we're going to talk about a comic omnibus, the John Byrne Doom Patrol comic omnibus. This is a book that is written by John Byrne and Chris Claremont and penciled by John Byrne himself. It collects his entire run on Doom Patrol. This is a very reasonably priced omnibus. Comes out about £35. Well, certainly I paid £35 for it just before the COVID lockdown took full effect. Whether you can find it at all now or for that price is another matter. I'll have a look and see what it currently goes at for at the time this video is going out. It is a book that leads into the Doom Patrol with, first of all, you go through some JLA issues where they don't really know who Doom Patrol are. They get introduced to them through fighting some vampires, and then you're taken into the story of Doom Patrol after, say, the first 5 issues proper. It's a fun read. It's well drawn. It looks great. I find it very easy on the eye, and I very much enjoyed the characters. Where everyone's in normal comics is sort of all very heroic, the people in this are a lot more, I won't say realistic, but they tend to be more dicks. You find that people are arguing with each other more, they're a little bit more shitty to each other, and they're not all like best friends. You've got people like Cliff Steele, Robot Man, and Niles Calder, the Chief, and amongst others in the team. And yeah, what's fun is that Niles Calder is just a bastard. He's not anyone's real friend, and you just, I don't know, I just enjoy that when people are a bit more sort of rough against each other, as opposed to all being sort of, hey chums, let's go and have a adventure. The book is well put together. It's got a good binding on it. It's a proper sewn binding. It opens up and reads really well with very little gutter loss when you're going through it. It's got a great cover that when you feel the dust cover, it's got a sort of stippled surface on certain areas that gives this nice extra feel to it. The artwork on the actual hardcover itself is really nice. And it just feels like a well put together, well thought out and well cared for collection. You've got a proper full contents page. The art is on nice quality paper. It's thick paper, but it's not overly glossy, which I don't like in comics. I don't like it when the paper's too shiny. I know some people are the other way around, where they really hate sort of matte effect paper, but I prefer it more matte effect. And it's just a good read, especially if you want something that's in the DC universe and still sort of touches on superheroes and that, but it's just a different sort of take on how superheroes interact with each other and work together in a team. Certainly worth reading and checking out, and just for any fan or anyone to put in their collection as well, particularly due to the price point that it comes in at. Please let me know if you've got any views yourself on this book or the storyline. There's another Doom Patrol omnibus that is by Grant Morrison, and it is massively more expensive than this. I would suggest buying this one first if you wanted to see what Doom Patrol are about, and then seeing whether or not you want to sort of go for the big whale of the Grant Omnibus edition, because it's like I think about 13 or 1400 pages, something like that, and it costs an absolute bomb in comparison, and when you can dip your toe with this a lot easier. Yeah, let me know any comments you got on the book, and please feel free to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.